Alors du coup, j'ai pris la quête de Kurt et on va du coup aller parler à la jeune recrue. Et en même temps, par rapport à la quête de Kurt aussi, il y a la quête où l'on doit... l'histoire des marchandises là. Parce qu'en fait, j'ai été dans l'entrepôt pour aller ouvrir, pour aller marquer les caisses. Et il s'avère que les caisses sont remplies d'armes. Et que c'est pas vraiment le truc le plus normal au monde. Euh, donc du coup, bah, on va aller en parler à l'intendant pour dire mais c'est quoi ce bordel? Par où que je vais moi là? On peut passer par là ou pas? Yes, on peut passer par là. Voilà, donc on retourne dans cet endroit labyrinthique. Au bout d'un moment, la caverne... Ah bah. Ok, vite. Ok, donc ils reviennent à la vie et ils te réattaquent. Je note. Chapeau de bandit. Et personne n'a aucune... Ok, toujours. Aucun rapport.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Captain.
Soldiers.
May we be of service?
C'est qui Rainer?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
À propos de Rainer...
I'm looking for the soldier, Rainer. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
Bah...
What is your charge? Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
Non, c'est bon.
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Bon, du coup, on n'a pas la réponse pour Rainer. Et il faut qu'on cause à lui pour l'intendant.
Hello, Your Excellency.
We found a way into the storehouse, and we marked all of the crates.
Perfect. I shall ask my men to follow the same path.
One of the crates was damaged. I was quite surprised by what I found in it.
Really? To be honest with you, the commander never told me what was in them. I received the order to deliver them as soon as Kurt accomplished his mission, without any further instructions. For what it's worth, I thank you for your help, and I hope you can accept this modest token for everything you've done.
If you have another moment, Your Excellency, I would like to ask you for your help. We have a serious problem that I did not hear of until recently. A problem that concerns you closely.
I'm listening.
I was told that some of our soldiers have been extorting large sums of money from the town merchants, under the pretext of financing their protection.
Are you telling me that the Guard is extorting merchants in our city?
Indeed. Some merchants have been assaulted, and one of them has even been found dead.
I hope you don't intend to conceal this information. If my cousin learns of this...
Oh no, certainly not, Your Excellency. We intend to punish the guilty party with the greatest severity. But the merchants refuse to give us the slightest testimony. The Guard frightens them, rightly so. We won't be able to put a stop to these crimes without outside help.
Count on me. I'll take care of it.
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rainer. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rainer? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
Non, c'est bon.
No, thank you.
Ok. En fait, il y a tellement de trucs à la faire. Ok, descendre. On va descendre, descendre. Par là. C'est tellement de trucs à faire que... Ouais, je sais pas. La morgue. Ah, le fameux...
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of Recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Lady de Sardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir-Freddy. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must, but please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
Celui du milieu. Ah, j'aurais science, je pourrais faire un truc.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rayner. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
We'll need to examine the body to learn more. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence.
Ouais, donc il aurait menti, l'autre. Déjà... Le sujet est un homme de moins de 20 ans. Il présente de nombreux hématomes sur tout le corps, certains plus anciens que d'autres, et les os des avant-bras ont été brisés. Les mains ont été écorchées. Il y a des grandes différences entre être noyé. Ouais. Plusieurs côtes sont brisées et le crâne est enfoncé. C'est sans doute la cause du décès. Il est assassiné, quoi. vois, mais entre être noyé et être assassiné, il y a quand même une grande différence. Monsieur le... Attends, j'ai gagné un point de... Un truc de constitution serait pas mal, histoire de moins mourir. Bon, on va aller parler à notre légiste. Excuse-moi, monsieur le légiste.
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual, but the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
My condolences, Kurt. I'm truly sorry. I know the pain of losing a crew member.
Thank you, Vasco.
C'est en train de devenir pote. Ah, attends, du coup je vais reparler à l'intendant, j'imagine. Je pense que je vais passer ma vie à la caserne.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Rainer didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rainer assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
Oui, y a un gros problème dans ta caserne, mec.
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rainer was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
Il y a une astuce pour aller à la caserne, c'est bon, là maintenant j'ai compris. La taverne. Hop là, on passe là. Bonjour. Excusez-moi, je fais la taverne.
Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lady.
De Sardet, legate of the congregation on Tir Fridi.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, I excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lady. Excellency.
Et Vasco. T'as oublié Vasco.
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Ah, yes, my lady. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago. But at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene. But I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. Then why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Raina?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof! Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Raina, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
C'est fou, le premier gars à qui je cause, il me donne toutes les infos que je veux. On retourne à la caserne, parce qu'on aime bien aller à la caserne. Hop là. Bonjour, je vais à la caserne. Hop là. Ah, c'est pas là que je dois aller. Mince, pour une fois.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Raina.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Raina belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well guarded.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes, of course. But you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Ah, je peux insister. Ouais.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Your crew has the scurvy, Kurt, and they're dying from fear.
I must agree, sailor. And I don't like it one bit.
Ouais, je trouve que c'est quand même de plus en plus strange quand même. Tu passes... comment on fait pour attendre la nuit? Il faut que j'attende. Ou j'attends. Enfin, je sais pas comment on fait. je cherchais, c'est quoi la quête? Ah oui, c'est de l'homme à la pièce d'argent, le truc problématique des gardiens. Ouais, bon, je vais insister. Ça me saoule. Ça me saoule d'attendre la nuit, en fait.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Are you sure that you can't help us? Something terrible has befallen the poor boy.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rainer belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies.
You know what they say?
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain.
If you have so much as... Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes. Of course. But you have no idea what's been going on. Come back after sundown.
Very well.
Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Ah bah je suis obligée de revenir la nuit, c'est chiant. Là, je suis vraiment obligée de revenir la nuit en fait. Pas vraiment le choix. Bon, ils sont où les marchands là de Nouvelle-Sereine? Pour le problème du voleur là. Enfin, des gardes qui font n'importe quoi.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again at the forge. What can I do for you?
I was told that someone found a merchant's body. Did you know him?
Of course. The town isn't that big. We all know each other here. Poor Renault. We found his body on the street by the port. He was beaten to death. One of his associates half-heartedly took over the shop.
Have the culprits been found?
No. Listen. Nobody wants to talk about this. We don't want any trouble. It's been months since it happened. An investigation's not going to bring him back.
I'm currently investigating an extortion case involving the guard. Are you one of the merchants who has been threatened?
No, not at all. I've never heard of this business. Someone must have lied to you.
Really? Come on. If you want these guards to be arrested, you need to talk to me.
I mean no offense, but you won't be able to do anything. And snitching don't end well. I want to hold on to my business. And my life. How about some new armor, Your Excellency?
You are obviously a victim of these bandits. One of your people is dead. Yet you refuse to help me. Why?
It's precisely because one of our people is dead. Now, you can either buy something or let me get back to work. Because I am not going to say one more word about this case.
The
One
law
armor
of
that
silence
fits you like
is
a
at work.
glove. We'll
Nobody
make it
saw
for
anything.
you.
Nobody knows anything.
Come closer, good people. Madam, I am pleased to welcome you to the best wine and spirit shop in Tierfredy. If you're looking for something to accompany a fine meal, or for a gift for someone, you've come to the right place.
Thank you, but I'm not here for that. I was told a merchant had been found dead.
Really? Oh, I didn't know. No one told me about that. What was his name?
Come on, don't take me for a fool. You know very well who I'm talking about.
I don't? Really? I don't. So, what sort of wine would you like to pair your food with? You need something strong when eating game.
I am conducting an investigation. Some merchants are being extorted by members of the guard.
Are you sure? It's probably just a nasty rumor. Someone must have misinformed you.
Come now. I am the legate of the congregation. If guards threaten you, I could arrange protection for you.
Threats? No, I assure you.
You're obviously terrified. Don't you think it's better to tell me everything?
Listen, I've no desire to get into trouble. Please leave me.
But if you don't help me, you will never be rid of these guards.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Il a un bras particulièrement pas terrible. Du coup, il n'y a pas de truc qui te dit quelle heure il est, du coup... Est-ce qu'il y a un moyen? Parce que là, du coup, il faut que je le rejoigne avant la nuit ou pendant la nuit, l'autre? Attendre la nuit. Ok, bon, bah je vais aller finir de parler au marchand. Donc, j'ai un autre marchand, je crois, au sud. À peu près au sud.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for the alcohol.
Je suis pas du tout parti au sud.
Are your boots worn through?
Ah si, là.
Is
Il va
your...
se-
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I am conducting an investigation. Apparently some merchants are being extorted by some members of the guard.
Really? That's terrible, Your Excellency.
As legate, it is my duty to ensure the safety and well-being of the citizens of our town. So please, if you have any information...
I don't know anything. Really. I have only been here for a few months. My partner, who ran the shop before me, had a very bad encounter.
And you fear the same thing happening to you?
This is what happens around here. So I prefer to hold my tongue and do what is expected of me.
If you denounce them, we could end this and charge these men for their crime.
I can't take that risk. There are so many of them. Also, I would not be able to name them. Now, I would like to get back to my work. What we need is the money to return. Do you understand? We are very monitored.
I have a plan to stop the culprits, but I'm going to need your help. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out of you, you must ask for more time. The man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But when they come back in full force to make you pay for your audacity, we will be there to apprehend them.
And if your plan fails, I'll end up like Renault. You don't understand.
Oh, j'ai pas assez d'argent, alors on va tenter le charisme.
Are you not tired of giving them a share of your profits? And do you not want to avenge your partner?
He was my friend, and his death really upset me. But I don't want to end up like him. Sorry, Your Excellency.
These guards
Je vais
really
revenir
managed
plus
to
tard.
terrify you. I'll be back later, hoping you've changed your mind.
Thank you for your
Je me dis,
visit.
est-ce que si je reviens plus tard, je pourrais essayer de réutiliser le charisme ou pas? On va voir.
You'll find all you need in our...
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Are your boots warm? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen anything to your...
Bon, pas trop de
Have you
shopping en fait.
reconsidered? Are you ready to help me?
I'm sorry, but I have not changed my mind. It's far too dangerous.
And what if I gave you money to pay for it? If the plan fails, you only have to give them that money. They have no interest in getting rid of those who earned them so much.
You are not wrong. Very well. I will do what you ask of me. But for God's sake, when they threaten me, intervene right away.
Fear not. We will not let them harm you. When should they be returning?
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would say... in 2 days, maybe?
Perfect. I will not fail you.
À revenir 2 jours après.
Thank you
Alors,
for your visit. See you soon.
2 jours. Déjà, il faut que j'attende pour l'autre où il faut que j'attende la nuit. Et maintenant, il faut que j'attende 2 jours. Je vais jamais y arriver. Bon, qu'est-ce que j'ai d'autre comme quête? Ah oui, parler des ruines anciennes à Constantin. Let's go. Par contre, j'aurais bien pris l'autre avec moi là, à la place de Vasco. Du coup, je me suis un petit peu renseigné. Apparemment, elle est très très bien au niveau soins. Ça peut être intéressant. Et Vasco, il a l'air plus, comment dire, c'est pas lui-même qui est intéressé en fait pour être là, il est là parce qu'il a pas vraiment chaud en fait, on lui a dit de... Je suis pas très Vasco quoi. Elle est où la cocotte? Elle est là du coup. À la place de Vasco. Voilà.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
You don't appear to be in top form. Are house intrigues keeping you from finding proper sleep?
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Ses parents, ok.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Ah, c'est marrant, le Vasco est arrivé comme ça en mode salut, c'est moi. Ça va te déranger qu'on parle. J'ai pas compris ce qu'il fallait faire après. Bon, il a pas l'air de faire lui. Interroger Madame de Morange. Ah oui, c'est la dame ordinaire. Bon, est-ce que j'ai le temps d'aller faire un tour dans ma maison? On va voir Madame de Morange. Et après, on ira confronter. Enfin, attendre la nuit pour parler au lieutenant. Ouais, elle va être longue cette journée, j'ai l'impression. Vas-y, je vais d'abord dans ma maison. En tant que diplomate, vous avez un appartement à disposition dans les grandes villes des différentes nations. Vous y trouvez un atelier, un coffre de stockage ainsi que vos compagnons. Vous pouvez également vous reposer et voyager à partir de cet endroit. Se reposer, ça veut dire attendre la nuit par exemple. Ce serait pas mal. C'est un petit peu pas très bien rangé. Hein. Ah, puis ils sont comme ça, ils sont alignés comme ça. Ok, il faut jouer aussi mes compagnons. Et quoi l'étage? Ah, ils me suivent, d'accord. Ah, bien. Allez, vas-y. Il fait nuit, on peut aller voir le truc de garde. Ah, c'est classe ça. Ça, c'est classe. Attends, c'est où je me souviens plus. Du coup, ça veut dire qu'il faut que je reste dans la ville pendant tout le temps où... Je comprends. Enfin, pour la quête là des marchands. Je me suis rallongé, je crois. Attends, je me souviens plus, bah, c'est pas grave.
We are quite alone now. You may speak to us.
Raina was indeed a member of my company, and an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. It wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Raina wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched. This regiment protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raina, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
Ah, il est au-dessus, l'autre. J'espère qu'il faut pas attendre le jour. pour pouvoir aller de Paris. Ce serait l'horreur. Comment c'est grand ce bâtiment. Voilà. Voilà. Bonjour. D'abord je fouille s'il n'y a pas des trucs à piquer. Comme d'abord. Après c'est bien des habitudes. Ok. J'ai gagné des bottes. Plein de bottes.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
Vraiment, j'ai pas assez de sous pour le soudoyer. Ah, laissez Kurt lui
Are you
parler.
certain you don't know where this Phantom Regiment camp can be found?
Absolutely certain. And to be honest, I hope I never hear about this matter again.
Raynor was one of my recruits, Lieutenant. A young man that I admired. He was killed. His death was disguised. We've been lied to time and time again. Thanks to my friend, we finally learned that the boy had rejoined the Phantom Regiment. And so now, you're gonna tell me all you know without being a weasel about it. Trust me, you don't want me to lose my nerve.
But, Captain,
Now!
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike. On a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
Oh, il est passé de aimable. Alors normalement je suis censé lui dire quelque chose. Pour faire la fameuse romance. Mais j'avais pas de possibilité de lui dire quelque chose. Ça doit être après. Faudrait que je lui parle peut-être au campement, dans ma maison. De toute façon, je vais aller lui parler. Je dois attendre 2 jours pour le truc de la... Pour le truc là, de marchand. On va aller parler à Morange aussi. Voilà, je crois que je suis trop descendu. Excuse-moi. Oh, je suis perdu. Il y a trop de portes. Il y a trop de trucs partout. Le mec qui est là. On tourne à droite, on va tout droit. Et on va devant. Ok. On va aller parler à Morange. Et ensuite... où je lui parle d'abord. Là, je vais te parler dans une petite ruelle sombre.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Ah, lui demander. Ah. En anglais, c'est It was you could understand him better. C'est-à-dire, dites-lui que vous pourriez mieux le comprendre.
I must leave you.
Je le ferai dans la maison. On va aller déranger Madame Morange et puis je lui parlerai après du coup. Je lui poserai les 2 questions. Sur Rainer et s'il se sent seul. Ça, moi, on aura fait 2 pierres 2 coups. C'est quand même vachement direct hein, s'il se sent seul quand même, je trouve. Ah bon, en même temps, c'est pas comme si c'était une question super anodine. Hein. Bonjour Madame Morange.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course, Lady de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
Je voudrais des clémentines, si vous voulez. Pardon, c'était nul.
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Surtout que je la dérange la nuit. On va lui demander ça. Ok. Donc, on va aller papoter avec Kurt. Et là, j'ai terminé la plupart des quêtes au final. Bon, je dois aller par là. Par contre, ah, j'ai pas exploré par là. J'ai exploré par là, mais pas par là. En fait, je dois aller à cet endroit-là, à cet endroit-là, à cet endroit-là. Ah, j'ai beaucoup de choses à faire par là. Rencontrer le gouverneur de Télém. Un jour peut-être. De l'Alliance, Ulan. Et se rendre à l'ancienne mine. Ça me tente bien l'histoire de la mine. Bon, je sais quoi faire à l'épisode d'après. Encore, ça va durer combien de temps celui-là? Alors, je vais d'abord aller parler à Kurt. Et ensuite, on va l'explorer parce qu'il faut que j'attende 2 jours de toute manière. Enfin, un jour maintenant, je pense. Ce serait bien aussi que je range mon inventaire, mais ça, je le ferai sûrement hors caméra pour éviter d'avoir trop de temps. Mais on va pas les cartes. Est-ce que par exemple on peut faire... Ah.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Oui, je vais te poser des questions intimes devant les autres.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
Ouh,
I always do. Why? Do you want to rectify this?
Oh, c'est quoi cette... c'est quoi cette phrase chelou? Ouais.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories
Cet
I
angle
hold
de vue
dear.
est très...
You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now, I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave
Ok.
you.
Tu veux pas venir avec moi de là-haut, s'il te plaît? L'angle de vue était pourri. Ah bah voilà. Bon, évidemment, il y a toujours l'autre cocotte à côté.
Greenblood,
mais-
my friend. Do you need something?
You seemed really attached to Raina.
He brought some memories back. I was a bit like him at his age. I felt responsible for his well-being. After all, I recruited him. Why? Don't tell me you're jealous of this poor kid.
Ah, la fameuse phrase qu'il va falloir que je m'amuse à traduire. Alors, tell him that que tu devrais comprendre mieux. Et dire que c'était pour le mieux le comprendre. Ah. Oh, la question. Je me demandais s'il a déjà pensé avoir des enfants. C'est un peu beaucoup quand même. Qu'on se demandait s'il y avait eu quelque chose d'autre avec lui. Ah, cette supposition-là, d'accord. Non, bah, mieux le comprendre. En fait, c'est la mieux, au final.
Don't be foolish. It's just that you seemed so hurt about everything he went through. I wanted to understand how you felt.
That's kind. I'm sorry I made that stupid comment. This whole matter makes me nervous. I should have known that you were far too subtle to feel like that. Anything else?
Est-ce que c'est une bonne question de le poser ou pas, s'il a des bons souvenirs d'enfance? Ah oui, c'est par rapport à ce que nous... Vas-y.
Tell me about your family. Were your parents in the guard as well?
Yes. And to be truthful, I never knew them. I was entrusted to a wet nurse, a prostitute who followed the troops. I remember her. She was sweet and a good person. She may be the only one who showed me any kind of affection. But that didn't last. As soon as I could hold a wooden sword, I was given a real one and sent to training. Anything else?
Vetinin
I must leave
else.
you.
Je suis pas très douée pour dire autre chose. Ok, bon alors. Moi je vais passer sur l'étape inventaire, mise à jour, etc. Rangement de l'inventaire. Et amélioration. Et puis bah du coup on se retrouve après, je pense, pour pouvoir aller explorer le petit côté à droite de la map et faire la suite des quêtes des marchands. À tout à l'heure.